Hello peeps and welcome back to Gorge. I apologize that I haven't uploaded anything for a couple of days. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Um, I have, however, been doing a lot of speed running on the Sky Factory 3 speed map that was released. Trying to get my time down on that. My personal best so far is I think an hour and 48 minutes, but I'm sure I can do better. So I'm going to be streaming that again a little bit, but I wanted to come in and record something. Now, I was going to record last night. It's right now very, very early Friday morning for me, about 4 in the morning. I was going to record last night, but I got in here and I noticed that there's some problems with the world. You might have noticed that part of my roof here is gone. Well, that's only the beginning of it. I don't know what happened, but if we come over here, the beehive that was in the trees over here, for some ridiculous reason, is a greenhouse climate controller. That still somehow magically puts out bees. Tell me how that works. See? There's still bees. But I can't break it. I've tried a forestry scoop on it, that doesn't work. I've even tried this. And that might seem like it worked. Until you go and try to put a block where it was. So yeah, these things, I can't even break them in creative mode. So that concerns me. Also, sugarcane slabs down here instead of whatever cork block used to be here. And the basalt that used to be in the nether, not basalt anymore. Forestry houses, any of the houses that spawn in villages that, you know, spawn from the forestry mod, they're all messed up. And I mean, they are messed up. So, the only explanation that I have is that Quark and Forestry got drunk and punched each other out. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. It seems to be limited to only those mobs though, or mods. So, I'm going to continue the series and try to soldier on. Just try to keep it going as long as we can. Anyway, the last time, as I'm sure you guys remember, we showed off the thing that Kozack and I have built back here. And the real reason why the dogs have been slowly moving over this way and facing this way. We've been plotting this for a while, so. But yeah, we have a blood magic altar down here. Now, this got hit too by the quark bug. Some of the stuff that we had down here was from the quark mod, and any place where there was a quark block, it was either completely gone or it had changed into limestone fences. So that's why there's no blocks in some of these areas, is because, well, it was a quark block that we tried to put there. But we've got a nice hidden blood magic room here, and I want to start doing some blood magic today. So we already have the absolute basics. We've got a blood altar here, which is crafted in a fairly similar way, except for the fact that it now requires this thing called a demonic will. We're going to get into that in a minute. We also have this thing upgraded to tier 2. The blood altar itself is a tier 1. If you put 8 runes around it, it becomes a tier 2. These are all blank runes. So these don't have any special properties other than just allowing blood magic to work. Excuse me for just a second. I have to send a text down to Becca because she waited until I was 4 minutes into a recording to send me a text message. Anyway, we have the setup here for a tier 6 altar. This is tier 1, this is tier 2. Any place where you see this snake limestone, a rune has to go. So this would be tier 3, this is tier 4, this is tier 5, and then these will complete the tier 6. The yellow hardened clay here needs to be replaced with beacons. This needs to be capped with large bloodstone bricks. This needs to be capped with glowstone. Didn't bother doing the glowstone yet because, well, we haven't done the runes yet. So the only reason we did the tier 2 off camera is because Kozack wanted to have the sacrificial dagger for the thing that we were doing. So let's go see what blood magic's all about. By the way, in case you guys didn't see it, let me break this thing so I can show you. I did go ahead and make an elevator from RF tools and get it wired up with some conduit facades and conduits and everything behind the scenes, just so that we could, you know, pull off the trick. Get out of the way, pooch. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Anyway, so let's get on with this whole blood magic thing. Now, going off of the assumption that you are coming into blood magic with absolutely nothing, which we didn't because you can find demonic wheels in chests. Coming into this, assuming that you have absolutely nothing, you need to start out by crafting yourself, what are they? I know there's a specific item that you need to craft. Ritual Diviner is not it. Dagger Sacrifice, no. Neurotoxin, Plant Oil, Gold Sand. Where the hell is it? There it is, a Rudimentary Snare. You need to craft these. So, we're going to go under the assumption that we don't already have that blood altar. We need to make the blood altar. So let's go ahead and... Really? Okay, well I had enough cotton to make one. Wool is definitely something we're going to have to get. But make yourself the Rudimentary Snare. And then you go out into the world and you fight mobs. It should be getting pretty close to dark time, so this will actually help us out. Let's grab ourselves a snack. We'll go ahead and get our grilled cheese on. Another thing that I did off camera. This cart, for some reason, was still not chunk loading. Hey, it's a Kozack. The cart, for some reason, still was not chunk loading. So I went ahead and upgraded our cart pusher, or our cart builder. Channel. Hi, Kozack.
Hey, dagger!
I'm hunting you.
Stalking you.
I went ahead and put the modify thing on the cart assembler so that we can modify these carts instead of just building them. And I added a chunk loader to our forestry car here.
Yeah, you were going to do that yesterday.
Yeah, I'm explaining to the peeps. I'm recording.
Oh. Haha.
I was just about to show them. Yeah, I was just about to show them the beginning of blood magic, assuming that you don't find demonic wills in a chest. Do you know how to do it?
You don't know how to get demonic wills? I will show you.
I know how to do it.
Oh.
I was wondering if you knew.
Oh, yeah.
Because that sentient sword that you have, you can find them in chests, can't you?
No, I haven't found any in chests.
Well, how'd you get the sentient sword?
Sir. If you look up a demonic will, it tells you the other way.
It does?
Yeah. Sentient weapon or by throwing a snare.
Okay, so yeah, it does tell you the other way. Alright, so anyway, you have to have these rudimentary snares, which, by the way, string is a severe problem for us.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
We have hemp.
No, we don't. I
What
looked.
did you do to the hemp?
Or is it still in the chest over here and we just never put it in there? I bet that's it.
Yeah, it's all up in here.
Oh, well, derp. Okay, hey, we have a volunteer. So, what you do is you piss off this zombie,
Wait till the white particle is there.
and then you have to throw these snares at it by right-clicking. And you have to
Okay.
wait until it has the white particles, and then you kill it with any standard weapon. And it will give you demonic will. And these things are
Spider!
varying quality. The snares are not guaranteed to work.
And they only work on hostile mobs. I tried it on...
Only works on hostiles, but I'm out of the snares now, so...
When I use my sentient sword, it always gives me a 1 quality. So
Yeah,
you
it will.
actually have been getting better quality by doing it with the snares.
Yeah, but the sentient sword has the bonus of not having to carry the snares around.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we've got the demonic wills, the demonic will can be used to make the altar that we saw. It can also be used to make your sentient sword, but you have to have a Hellfire Forge. This also requires a Tartaric gem, which I'm assuming you haven't made yet.
I have. How else would I get the sentient sword?
Well, yeah, I guess you'd have to. The Tartaric gem is basically, you have to have Hellfire Forge again, which we do have one down there. So it's blue, redstone, gold, and some sort of glass in the Hellfire Forge, and it requires a demonic will. Now, the quality of this will does not matter. Or, yeah, it does. It does
needs
matter.
Some of the will.
The will has to have at least 1 will in it, and it will drain 1 will from it when it's consumed. So, both of the ones that I picked up from the zombie and the skeleton that I killed will work for this. I'm going to go ahead and make a Tartaric gem, just because I want to have one too.
Oh, okay. Well, they get eaten up.
Well, no they don't.
You.
No they don't.
I got eaten up.
Not if you keep them charged. If you drain all the will out of it, it will.
Oh, yeah.
But you do have a Hellfire Forge down here, right?
How else would I get the sentient sword?
I didn't know. Okay, so Hellfire Forge. Pretty easy. Block of iron, gold, iron, stone. We also have the alchemy table, which is wood, blaze rod, some sort of blood orb, stone, and gold. But we'll go ahead and add lapis, glass, gold, redstone. And then it requires a demonic will, which Kozack already had one in there, to get your Tartaric gem. The Tartaric gem is basically a battery for wills. Any wills that you pick up will get added to the Tartaric gem. You can also use this thing as a will for crafting recipes, but if all of the will gets drained out of it, it uses up the gem. And I think if you use it in crafting recipes, that'll use it too. So that's probably how your sword got used up. Or that's probably how the sword thing happened. Alright, so alchemy table, yeah, whatever. Arcane ashes. Let's see here. To get the sentient sword, have to use Tartaric gem and an iron sword with some sort of will. Which means, does this have a requirement? No, minimum 0, drain 0. So the demonic will that we currently have in there will work. Let's go back up. Get myself an iron sword and a diamond. Actually, I guess I could skip the diamond tier and just go straight to the tier 2 orb since you've already got a tier 2 altar. Really should have this in JEI. JEI synchronized standard. There we go. Okay, so we've got the sword. We have the Tartaric gem. We need a block of redstone. And we need the sacrificial dagger, which easy to make. Glass, gold, iron, no problem. Massive chicken farm. Alright, so combining the Tartaric gem with the iron sword. It's not going to use any of this will, but it is going to burn the Tartaric gem to give the sentient sword. Sentient sword, when you use it to kill enemies, gives you will. But like Kozack said, it only works on hostiles. It won't work on passives, so you can't just go around and kill a whole bunch of chickens or pigs or cows or whatever. That doesn't work. While I was down there, I really should have made my blood orb since I had everything I needed to do it. Derp. But yeah, Kozack, the corruption issues that we have, as far as I can tell, they aren't getting any worse. So,
Alright.
I hope it stays that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, blood altar does exactly what it says on the tin. It converts blood into power. How do you get blood? You cut the hell out of yourself.
Have my sacrificial dagger.
Yes, this is your sacrificial dagger.
It's pretty much full.
Yeah, I know. I'm keeping it full. The orb that I'm making is the tier 2 orb, the apprentice blood orb. It requires 5,000 LP into a tier 2 altar to get the apprentice blood orb. Every heart that you bleed off with this sacrificial dagger gives you 200. So there we go. Apprentice blood orb. Bind it to myself.
My turn.
Okay, yeah, I'm bleeding to death now.
It's at 7,000. It doesn't need it.
It doesn't need it. But you're going to do it anyway.
Of course. Blood, blood, blood.
Apparently we did get quite a few people with that April Fool's joke, by the way. I thought it was pretty good.
I thought it was pretty good too.
Oh, and by the way, you can thank Quarto for giving us the idea.
Really?
Yeah. Quarto is the one who came up with the alternate storyline of Dagger found out that the witches are trying to steal his work, so he dabbles in blood magic to try and get revenge on them. Which is what led to the whole let's build the blood altar underneath the laboratory and...
Yeah, I thought I came up with it. I texted you it.
Well, yeah, but you came up with it after I told you what Quarto did, so I guess it was kind of a mesh of the ideas? I don't know. I lost track. Anyway, so yeah, what was I doing? I don't remember. I was getting food, so I can heal myself, not be bleeding to death. I'm also going to get a bit of tech to mix with our blood magic before the episode's over. I think you know what I'm talking about.
I think I know what you're talking about too. Science!
Yep. When you cross science and magic, everyone wins. Except the witches. Alright. So, with this sentient sword, you can go out and you can start killing stuff. These arcane ashes that Kozack made are used to create the bound items. The ritual of binding doesn't exist anymore. So if you want to get the first set of the bound armor and shit, it's now living armor or bound axes or whatever. Alchemy array. Yeah, I definitely need to get a sigil of...
Divination.
What is it? Yeah, sigil of divination.
Got one for myself.
What's the sigil of divination? Divination sigil, redstone.
Just need redstone.
Redstone and a blank slate.
With the arcane ashes.
Yeah. Do we have a blank slate?
We should have a few.
Yeah, we've got 2 in there. Okay, so the ritual of binding has kind of been changed a little bit. Instead of having to set up the actual ritual of binding and then activate the ritual stone and do all of that crap, you just take these arcane ashes and you use them to draw a sigil on the ground. You then right-click these sigils with various components and fancy magical shit starts happening. And bam, divination sigil. I can tell that there's 200 LP in my blood altar, or my blood network. Right click, now I got 400. Now, we can actually improve the amount of blood that we can get without those runes. Do you know how to do that?
What?
Do you know how to improve the efficiency of blood conversion?
You have to get the runes.
No, there's actually another way to do it.
Okay, well I'm in the middle of something myself, so...
You can actually get an incense altar, which requires a piece of charcoal, some stone, some charcoal, and some sort of blood orb to get your incense altar. Now, when you get a second Kozack, you have the sacrificial dagger, right?
Yeah.
Meet me down in the blood altar.
Fine.
Keep forgetting I'm immune to fall damage as long as my boots are charged.
Do we have any glass up there?
We should have a bunch of it. Okay, so the incense altar. If we place this thing down, and I'm going to put it down over here for right now, and I'm going to do this for a reason. The incense altar is activated, and if we right-click on the incense, or is it shift right-click, or do you have to have a dagger, or do you have to have divination? Yeah.
My sacrificial dagger is glowing.
Yes, it is. Your sacrificial dagger is glowing. This thing is currently providing Tranquility 0, is giving a 20% bonus to operations involving the sacrificial dagger. Go bleed yourself at the altar carefully.
Alright. 68 in it. Oh! That ate all of my health and gave me
Yes, that ate all of your health except for 1 heart, but instead of it bled 9 hearts off of you, right?
9 hearts, yes.
That would normally give 1800 LP. But it didn't. It gave you a 20% bonus because you went to the Altar of Tranquility first.
It also soul phrased me.
It will, yeah, it soul phrase you so that you can't just walk over here and do it repeatedly. But the soul phrase is only like a 10, 12 second thing.
20 second.
Yeah. This thing can actually be upgraded even further. To do that, we're going to need a side room because we're not going to want to have this thing too close to the blood altar. This thing actually has a pretty decent range from what I understand. And the thing that I'm about to do with it, it's going to require quite a bit of space. Well, maybe we'll do that later.
I'm gonna do my stuff now.
Yeah, it should be night out, so...
It is.
So I'm gonna go hunting for monsters. With my new sentient sword. Not skeletons. Skeletons are assholes. Come on, where's a zombie invasion when you need one?
Not here.
Like, every other frickin' time I record, it's like the zombies have nothing better to do but come and just mess up my shit. Now that I want them, nowhere to be found. There's just fucking skeletons and spiders and everything everywhere. Come here, spider. I saw you over there. I am so used to being able to do more damage. Okay, so that demonic wheel is 0.8, that one's 0.8. Hey, now we got the zombie apocalypse. And I believe this sword can be enchanted. So enchanting this with smite might not be a bad idea. But yeah, all of the mobs that I'm killing... Oh, that one gave me 3.25 will. That's nice. Alright, so... Now that we've got some of the basic tools, I need to get another Tartaric gem. Gold and glass. Yeah, there's some quite clear glass in here, but we don't have any vanilla glass.
Yeah, I had to make some.
We really should work on upgrading our inferium furnace. Or I guess it's an intermedium furnace at the moment. I almost have enough... Huh?
I just used the alloy smelter.
Yeah, but the... Have you seen how fast the ultimate furnace is?
I imagine it's fast. It's just I don't
It's stupid fast. Like, you remember back in the old days of IC2 how fast the electric furnaces were if you had like 20 of those efficiency upgrades in it?
Yes.
That fast.
Stupid fast. Got it.
Yeah, ridiculous fast. Okay, this is going to require 1 will, so I'll throw a demonic will with will quality of 1 in there. That's going to eat the demonic will and give me another petty Tartaric gem. We'll go ahead and toss our other wills out so that we can pick up the will there. Now we've got 5.85 will. This will can be used to make a bunch of things. It can be used to make the sentient equipment, can be used to make arcane ashes, or can be used to make the reagents. Well, some of the reagents. How do you make the binding reagent? That's site reagent. What the hell is site reagent used for? Oh, to change a reinforced slate into a seer sigil. Okay. Whatever a seer sigil is. There's a lot about blood magic that I don't know. The binding reagent. Ooh, that requires 400 will. Or it requires something with 400 will in it. Holy shit. Yeah, only a common greater or grand Tartaric gem can be used. You know, you've played Morrowind and Skyrim and shit, right?
Yeah.
Did you notice that the Tartaric will things follows the same pattern as their soulstones?
Yes, I did.
Petty, lesser, common, greater, grand.
I'm still waiting for the Ashura.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for Fusro Derp. Okay, For right now, though, we're going to put all that crap away because I do want to get one more thing in this episode. We are going to put in an environment controller. And those of you who have followed along, you know, we have no emeralds, do we? We have 3. That's not sufficient. Yeah, we don't have enough to do that. Don't suppose you feel like going to... shit. Nah. Syringe. Oh, that requires golem syringes to get that. Holy shit. And that takes a golem syringe. So you have to go stab golems with a syringe in order to get these regen things. And the saturation modules are easy. It's just zombies. So. Okay. Let's see here. One thing that we really need to get working on is a better power source.
Yeah.
I was planning on doing forestry for our power source. I was going to set up a biogas farm. But with forestry being one of the mods that is currently derping out with us, I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah. That could end up going bad real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, that could end up causing us some pretty serious problems. So I kind of want to shy away from forestry as much as possible. What we really need to do is we really need to get ourselves a better source of emeralds. We need, I think, a capturing wand. Advanced wand core, that takes nether stars and gas tiers and the whole fucking 9 yards.
What happened to the other 8 yards?
I did go ahead and get these. I don't know if I showed you guys that or not, but I got the soul vials for gas wither skeletons and blazes. You know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. It's quartz. If I remember right, it's quartz and obsidian.
Good luck with the obsidian. That's
Would
what
you
I'm
use
getting.
all of it?
No, I'm going to get it because I thought we had some.
Oh. Well, let me come help. This drill is actually pretty stupid fast at it. I'm going to get into another type of magic.
Fuck.
Huh?
Nothing.
Tell you what, man, I feel like I move so slow after having played for a couple of days on that Sky Factory map.
Because you're not rushing?
No, you're under a speed buff while you're on the map.
Oh.
So you run a lot faster even by default. Oh, we have a slime down here.
Ooh, I wonder how its demonic wills turn out.
I don't know. I don't have the sentient sword on me.
I do.
Cool.
14.59. I don't know if it's actually dropping them. 14.99.
Okay. Let's see if I remember this right.
They give dinky souls.
Oh. If I remember right, I need a diamond. And if you put down glowstone and then surround it with 4 quartz blocks and 4 obsidian blocks, like so, and then right click on this. Ha ha ha! Soul
Hey,
shard.
Dagger,
Huh?
are you down in the mine?
No.
I found something interesting.
Oh, fuck.
It's quark stuff.
Yeah, it's quark stuff, alright. So if you ever wanted sugarcane slabs, or sugarcane blocks, which you can convert into unholy fuck tons of sugarcane, so I guess we found an infinite supply of sugarcane.
Yeah. It's exactly what we need.
Yeah, this is what happened to all of the quark blocks.
This is what happens when shit goes weird. Hey, look!
Yeah. Hey, look, diamond.
Thanks, Quark!
Thanks, Quark. You helped us out. You helped us find the fucking diamond. Fucking hell. Okay, yeah, that's amusing.
Big surprise!
It's just, it's weird what Quark did here. It's just, it's fucking bizarre. And Forestry did it too.
Yeah, Forestry's not innocent in this matter either.
No, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna, real quick, I'm gonna put myself into game mode just so I can fly. Because I want to show you guys what happened.
Oh my god! 4 creepers!
I want to show you guys what happened to Forestry. You've already seen one thing.
They've heard us say you never go full read in the past.
Yeah.
It went full retard.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other way to describe it. I mean, I really don't know how else to describe it. Actually, you know what? Admin home TP link home. I'm using my ability to admin teleport. I can teleport to other people's homes. Because I'm sure they've got a forestry house somewhere in their village.
Alright, witches are very valuable for the purposes
so,
of
yeah. Yeah. Look at this shit. Their trees that they have been growing here are now made out of ebony doors and beehives. Now, I teleported here last episode. You guys saw these trees. This isn't what was going on here. So, shit got weird. Shit got real weird. Oh, fuck. I just realized something.
What?
Their farm is fucked.
Was it a forestry farm?
It was a forestry farm.
Oops.
Yeah, their forestry farm is fucked. It's made out of apiarist chests now.
Well, they've got stuff for bees, but they can't do anything with it.
Yeah, no shit. I feel kind of bad for them because that's a pretty big hit. They actually have a... What is this? That's a tier 7. Holy shit. They've been busy. They have a tier 7 draconic sphere over here. That's crazy. Of course, I mean, I guess we have been taking it real easy.
We don't want to bum rush to the end.
Well, we may end up having to.
Yeah, with what's going on the server.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna put away all of this shit that I've mined up real quick. And I'm at the 40-minute mark, so I kind of want to wrap up. In Soul Shards, the old ways. What the hell? Soul Shards, the old ways. You can get this thing called a Vile Sword. You need this thing in order to collect souls for your Soul Shard. You get this with Corrupted Ingots, which you have to get with Corrupted Essence and Vile Dust. Vile Dust is Smelted Soul Sand. Corrupted Essence is Obsidian, Redstone, and Lapis. So we need more Obsidian. Which, of course, I don't have any at the moment. I don't want to continue the episode past like 45 minutes is the most I want to go. So I gotta do this shit real fast. Come on. Of course, I guess even if I do get what I'm after down here, it's not going to do a whole lot of good because I don't want to use the soul shard on something stupid. I want to use it on nether skeletons. And that burned all the obsidian before I could suck into my inventory, so. Alright, we should have some soul sand. I'm pretty sure I got some soul sand. Yeah, we have a little bit of soul sand. Oh yeah, I had to have it for the solarium. So we'll go ahead and smelt up the soul sand. Toss the obsidian in there, and the Vile Sword takes 2 of these, which I don't have anywhere near enough. Yeah, nowhere near enough obsidian, so I'm not going to bother to do that on camera. I will, however, explain the process. Basically, what you do is you make yourself that Vile Sword. You take this Unbound Soul Shard, and you run out and you kill mobs with it. The first mob you kill with this Soul Shard in your inventory that you kill with a Vile Sword, it will bind the Soul Shard to that mob. There are 5 different tiers of Soul Shards. Tier 1 requires 64 kills. And once you get those 64 kills, you can create a spawner using that Soul Shard. You have to get a Soul Cage, which is corrupted ingots and iron bars, and then you right-click the Soul Shard into the cage. That would give you a Tier 1 spawner for that particular type of mob. Tier 1 spawner produces a certain amount of mobs, a very low number of mobs. It takes a long time to recharge. The light level has to be right. The dimension has to be right. And the player has to be near it. So it acts like a real spawner out in the wild. The higher tier that you get, and the tier 2 is 128, then 256, then 512. 1024 is what's required to get a tier 5 soul shard. At tier 4, you can ignore dimensions, but you still have to have a low light level in order for it to work. Tier 5 ignores dimensions, it ignores the player nearby, it'll just run on its own, and it also ignores the light level, but is controllable by a redstone signal. So that's kind of what we want. We kind of want to get the tier 5 soul shard. It takes 1024 kills though in order to get that. So what we might end up doing is I did gather these soul shards, or I gathered the soul vials from Ender.io. So probably going to make a powered spawner first. And you guys have seen me make powered spawners before. So I might do most of the grunt work for that off camera. And then next episode, get to setting it up. or actually, no, we're not going to set it up next episode. Next episode, we need to do something about our power. Kozack, as far as that is concerned, do we want to do the big reactor steam farm, or do we just want to skip straight into deep resonance?
Big reactor.
Big reactor? Yeah, it sounds fun. It'll give us a really good amount of power. It's an interesting build, and I mean, deep resonance. Yeah, deep resonance gives an absolute shit ton of power. But with deep resonance running, we really wouldn't need a reason to run anything else. So yeah, I think we'll go big reactors. Besides, it'll give me a chance to actually use the water plant for something.
I got us another spawner.
Cool. All right, so I think that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys for joining us. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. I hope the server can survive long enough for us to continue the series until we get to a good point and we can, say, okay, screw this world, let's blow it up. But, I mean, the way the map's going, I don't know. Anyway, that's it for now. We'll catch you later, peeps.